Alright guys, so in this video we're going to discuss what you studied in Year 12 and if it wasn't the right thing for your future, does it really matter? Like always, like, subscribe and leave a comment. Stay right to the end and I have a little bonus for all you job seekers. And you find it quite interesting as well that when you're going through Year 12 or the final years of high school, you're kind of expected to make decisions for your life that you have no life experience about.
And I think I'm not going to say it's uniquely Australian. I lived in the UK for a couple of years, and they certainly don't do it that way. So over there, for example, you go and do a degree in whatever you like, and then once you complete your degree, you then essentially start your vocational training on the job. So the graduates that I worked alongside when I was working in the UK, some of them had done ancient Greek history. They'd done a degree in poetry or things of that nature. So they weren't required, I guess, at an exiting of Year 12 to make those life decisions, you know, like you said, at an age where your life experience is pretty limited, your work experience is non-existent. And yeah, I think it's something that we do here that, you know, I think puts a lot of pressure on kids that are around that 17, 18 years of age. And I think, you know, probably it's reflected in the fact that a lot of people change their mind as they're in uni. You know, we have quite a high rate of attrition, I think, in terms of university placements.
Correct. So as a funny anecdote on that point, I personally went into engineering when I was studying myself. And I think about a year into engineering, and again, it was quite broad as well in the sense the way your commerce degree was, as in you do a broad number of subjects and you sort of get to specialise in Year 2, Year 3, Year 4. However, interestingly enough, I hated engineering my first year, and I actually went out and picked up a commerce degree in my second year. And then from there, I actually studied financial planning. Funny enough, I don't work in engineering or financial planning right now, and I've done okay. So I guess the message Cameron's trying to point out is that even if you pick the wrong thing completely, and I was kind of, no, I wouldn't say completely wrong, but probably about 30, 40 degrees out from where I wanted to be, you can sort of always work your way back into a successful career throughout your life as well.
Absolutely, and like I said, my business partner who I started my company with didn't make those decisions until he was in his mid-30s, you know, so you just because you make a few, well, they're not necessarily false steps, you know, that you learn and you get experience from them, but you know, I think it's important to make mistakes, find out what you do like, what you don't like, you know, that we work for 40 plus years, and it's important that we do stuff that we get some satisfaction out of. So, no, absolutely, Don, there's no, you know, there shouldn't be any kind of, I guess, you know, don't think because you haven't got a decision right at 18 years of age that should define what you're going to do for the next 20, 30, 40 years.
Okay guys, you made it to the end of the film, so I've got a little bonus for you. This is for all job seekers and potential job seekers. At the bottom of this video is a link to my free course. It goes through how to prepare for a job interview and the things you need to look out for. It covers fashion, your hygiene, things you need to prepare for, things you shouldn't say. Likewise, exercises you can do to become confident just before the job interview. These are things that I did and it made me successful. So if you'd like access to that, click on the link below. Likewise, I wish you the best of luck in your job.